All right, guys, so here we got a nice little row of Lexuses. So you got the ISF, you got the RCF, and you got another ISF. So let's start with this first ISF. So relatively stock, it's a very beautiful blue color. These cars came equipped with 5-liter V8 engines, similar to what you would get in the Mustang GT at the time. Also with very similar performance numbers. Here you can see a clear bra installation. I don't know if you'll get it from camera, but they kind of messed that up. Almost looks like a scratch, but regardless, so this car has aftermarket rims, very nice. So it also has Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, which are dimensions wise 255, 35, 19 in the front. You do get your really nice drilled rotors with massive Lexus brakes. So let's carry around the side. You got your distinguishing F badge, tinted windows. Very nice. All right, so coming down here, look at this, literally no wheel gaps. So this car is clearly lowered as well. Might be on coilovers. It would be nice to find out. So in the back, you have 285/30 R19 tires. So you do get wider wheels in the back, and you still have drilled and slider rotors. However, you can definitely see that the rear brake is much smaller. So let's see what differences you get compared to this ISF model. So immediately see you have an aftermarket carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber with heat extractors. So it'll keep this 5-liter engine nice and cool. Blacked out Lexus badge. You got your nice LED headlights. So this car is a very different wheel and tire setup. So even though this car still has Michelin Pilot Super Sport 4S tires, they don't have the same width. So these are 255/40 R19s. Still very sticky. You can clearly see that these are a little bit stretched tires, so you can get a wider tire on this rim. This particular owner just thought that this would be a better look. So you still have your drilled rotors. Here you have different brakes. These are blue, very nice still, and these are forged rims. So anyway, we're gonna carry around the side. Here you have a little bit of a heat extractor. Although I don't know if it's functional, and I don't want to. No, it is functional. I can clearly see air inlets. Cool. So that's a nice touch to have. Come around side. Typical Lexus IS side profile. And then we come down to the rear wheels. Again, 0 tire gap. I think this actually might have airbags on it, because I don't know if you can even drive a car that's this low. But regardless, it doesn't even look that low from the outside, but it really is. So here you go. You got your same smaller brake pad, brake caliper with nice drilled rotors. Nice to have, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S still, but these are 255/35 R19 tires. So these are going to be a little bit grippier. It will help your traction with these Michelins. The Michelins do a very good job when it comes to making performance tires. But compared to the 285s that the other Lexus IS has, that one definitely will put power down better. But never mind on that. We can carry around top. You can see that this car has a carbon fiber spoiler on top and a carbon fiber spoiler on the bottom. Nice to have. The Lexus IS, the other one, does not have that. And you have a nice little carbon fiber diffuser with, I can't get the brand, but it looks like an aftermarket exhaust. You also have parking sensors, so that's really cool for a nice expensive car. So nowadays, if you want a 2-door, I guess, ISF, you can go with the RCF, which will offer better performance, similar engine. You still get the famous 5-liter V8 that Lexus sells. But let's check this out from the front, see the styling comparison. So here you have the RCF. You can clearly see you got your daytime running light. You can love it or hate it. And your love it or hate it Lexus signature new style grille. So let's take a step back and compare the look of the 3 of these Lexuses. Very nice. And as we walk closer towards the RCF, you can clearly see a nice heat extractor. Very functional You got vents in there. Very fun. Those are huge. I've really not seen many cars with larger vents than that. This one has smaller vents, but they're still there nevertheless. Of course, same with the other Lexus model. But okay, coming around the side here to the wheels. So these are nice rims. You got your slotted rotors with massive Brembo brake calipers, like even larger than the brake calipers you get on the ISF. These are significantly bigger. Wrapped in Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, and they are 255/35 R19s. So pretty big, very sticky rubber compound, great tires. Come around side here, you do have functional heat extractors. That's very nice, and you can clearly tell that they are upgraded in width compared to the ISF model. So keep continuing around side. You got really nice body lines in the RCF. Not that the ISF also doesn't have very nice body lines. However, I just feel like the RCF is far more sleek. Like, do you see how after the door it like tapers off into a fender flare? Like a subtle little fender flare, and it's just a really nice look. But regardless, let's continue down here. So you still got your Lexus rim. You do have bigger rear brake pad. You can clearly tell that's a multiple piston caliper as opposed to the ISF, which only had a single piston rear caliper. However, the ISF models did have drilled rotors as opposed to these slotted rotors. But either way, you're going to be definitely adding cooling when it comes to your brakes. So both are very good ways to go. And for the tire setup, of course, you got your Michelin Pilot Sport tires wrapped in 275/35 R19 rubber. So this will put its power down relatively well. It will definitely be better than the 255 rubber that's on the black Lexus ISF that's next to me over here. However, this car with its 285s will probably be the best when it comes to traction. And you can see that this car is not lowered like the others. However, there's still barely any wheel gap. So depending on how this car handles, I've of course never driven one. I don't know if I would personally go for lowering it myself. But regardless, we come around back, you got your carbon fiber spoiler. Looks really good with the offset to the white color. And you got your quad exhaust from Lexus. And I didn't show you guys the exhaust here. So the ISF has really cool exhaust tips. They're basically like right on top of each other. And it's a very unique feature because you really don't see that from a lot of cars. But anyway, let's wrap this up. You guys have your 3 Lexus performance, well, 2 performance sedans and performance coupe. Very nice cars, very well performing, and you don't really see a lot of these on the road. But that's about it, guys. Thank you so much.